Hi, Nadeem here from Smart Riding. I've just had this replacement back arrive for the W702BS Carpuride unit this morning. Now, a lot of these units have been failing, and if you've seen any on, the Carpuride groups or any of the other groups, but the little lugs here on this side have been snapping off in some cases. It's not happening to everyone, but there's been enough that it's been a bit of an issue, and Carpuride are aware of it. So if it happens to you, they will immediately send you out one of these. So I thought I would get one in and see what it's like to fit. I mean, mine has been fine. I mean, I've got 3 702 units with this bracket on it. I've not had any issues yet. And I'm here in Hungary, and some of the roads can be quite bad, and there was practically like going off-road half the time. But I've not had any issues with any of them. I've checked them all for stress and stuff, but they seem fine. I'm not sure why certain ones are failing. I did ask Carpuride, and they says they're aware that there was an issue, and it was to do with the plastics. From what I can gather, it just wasn't strong enough. So this is the fix. So I just wanted to see how easy it is to do it, and then to show you guys how to do it as well. I haven't done this before. I've not practiced it or anything. I'm just doing it as it's arrived. From what I can see, there are 2 sets of screws that are going to have to be done. So there's 4 holes in this back plate, which is metal. And I think they're the shorter screws, because that makes sense in my head. And the longer screws you'll need for the plastic outer bit to go in as well. And then there is little rubber stoppers, which are like these ones. So that's in the pack as well. So I think I need to remove these rubber stoppers, unscrew all of this. And then once it's all unscrewed, take this off, and then these wires are going to have to be connected inside there somewhere. So we'll see as I get into it. So let's get these out first. I think I'm going to destroy these as I'm taking them out. Yeah. Yeah, they're sticky as well. Okay, so that's them out. So let's unscrew the first one. Just be aware of anything like this. When you're putting screws back in, do not over tighten them. They do not need a lot of torque. Don't try and screw them right down, because that's not a good place to be. It's just putting too much stress on the plastics. And then if and when you need to try and take them out again, you won't be able to, because it will just strip the threads as you're trying to get it out. Okay, so that's the top one loose. Right, so let's take the underneath ones off now. Okay, so I think it's worth remembering which way the lugs are. So the big lug is at the bottom of the unit, and the 2 small lugs are, where the visor is here, where the sun hood is. So we need to remember that when we're putting this back on, so that we don't put it the wrong way around. So yeah, small lugs, visor. Okay. Okay, so I've removed the screws from all of this. Now I was hoping we could pull this wire out and change it from here. I don't think you can. I think we're going to have to remove all this and take it apart. Now I was hoping to avoid that, but it doesn't look like I can. Right, so I need to go get a couple more smaller screwdrivers for this, and I think I'm also going to get some Loctite to put on these screws. I've got them in my studio over there, so I'll go grab them and the screwdriver and we'll get back to this. Okay, got the smaller Phillips head screwdriver. As I said, when you're taking these off as well, there's hardly any torque on these, so do not over tighten when you put them back on. I keep stressing this because I've done it myself a couple of times and then I've had a headache later down the line. Okay. Okay, so I can see where these wires are going in now. Let me just check against this. Yeah, so that's the 3 black wire one there, and the multicolored one is going underneath this motherboard. Okay, so that just disconnects like that. You just pull it straight out, and it should be the same with the other one. Yes. So with the multicolored one with the 4 wires. That's it. That's it out. Right, so I'm going to feed these wires back through again. Okay, so that's the wires through. Now we just need to put these back in. Now this is quite fiddly to get this in, and I don't want to bend the pins. So I'm trying to be gentle with it at the same time. Okay, so that's the black wire in, so it's just the multicolored one now that I need to get in. This looks even fiddlier than the other one did. Right, so that's the 2 wires in. I'm just checking I haven't broken any wires. I haven't. That all seems fine. So I think I can put these screws all back in. Right, so that's that part done. So we just want to check that we're going to put this on back the right way. The 2 small lugs towards the sun hood or visor. So that needs to be lined with this side, not the other way around. So that's all fine. I'm just reusing the old screws. I don't see any point in using the new ones. There's nothing wrong with these. You can always keep them as spares. Alright, so it's just the last 4 screws. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of Loctite on these. Just a tiny dab is enough. It's just on the assumption of better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so that's the screws back in. Just going to put these little rubber dots in to the holes now. So yeah, that's what they look like. And they're sticky, so they'll just cover the holes. Just makes the unit look neater. Yeah, they just go straight in like this. And that's it done. So I'm just going to take this protective cover off, so before I forget when I put in the unit and it doesn't work. So I think we need to be aware also this has got a different number on it. So this has got some kind of ID number, so I think we need to remember that. I mean, there's another ID number here, but I'm not sure if that would affect anything if there's any problems down the line. So we'd need to be aware of that. But anyway, that's it done. I'm going to go and try the unit. I'm not going to film that. I'll just go and try and come straight back and just do another 30-second piece just to say it's all working. So that's it. I've tried it on the bike. Everything's powering up. Everything's working as it should. So there's no issues there. It's fairly straightforward to do. It's not that difficult. You've seen me do the entire process. I've never done this before. I had no idea what was even going to be in there. There weren't any instructions that came with this either. Possibly because they know me and they're just sending something from the warehouse. So maybe if you're getting something, maybe they do send something, or probably they'll send something an email via their support telling you how to do it. But this video shows you how to do it anyway. I mean, as I said, I've never done this before. I just opened a unit in real time and did it. So if I can do it, I'm pretty sure you guys can. I don't like messing with electronics, and I've got big hands, so those little connectors are very fiddly for me. But overall, it was fairly easy to do. So if you find that your unit does break, this is the video you're going to need to see how to do this. But it's always these two small lugs that seem to break from what I've seen and images and stuff from people posting up. So that's the fix. Thanks.